just washed my hair and I didn't think about the fact that I should have recorded it. But we all know how to wash our hair. I wash my hair the regular old way. I have to do sections just because my hair is so thick. So thick. But right now I'm just deep conditioning. So I'm in the process of putting my hair in these little plaits. So I will show y'all that. I do have heat damage, which is really odd. When I get my hair done, I like to blow dry it, which sometimes I don't know why I'm blow drying my hair. So just take a section, and I am using the Rosemary Mint Strengthening Hair Mask by My Yellow Organics. That is how it looks. Just get a little bit. My hair is getting so long, and if y'all want to know the secret to how I got my hair long, you wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't even believe it. Well, you may believe it, but a lot of people don't know. They sleep on this method. So if you want to know the secret to how I got my hair long, I will let you know in another video. Because I had a, what is that called? I had an undercut. Y'all had an undercut. So these tulip ponytails, they weren't even back there. Like, it was like 2-3 years ago. So this is just what I do. I like to do the top section in 2 different sections. And then I don't like to comb it out until after I put moisturizer on it, just because, like, you know, it could be super tangled. I need that moisturizer to get it through. So that's just what I'm doing. And I've already detangled my hair, so if it looked like I'm just getting in there, I've already detangled my hair before I washed it. So and this is how it should look. You should look childish. If you don't feel like you look childish when you are deep conditioning your hair, you ain't doing it right. And when I mean childish, I mean like it looked like I got plaits and I'm finna put some birds in my hair. Okay, so the next step in my deep condition routine is I get a plastic bag. I normally have my shower caps, but today I do not have any because I kind of don't know where they are, and beauty supply store is closed, and I'm not using my plastic bags on this. No, that's crazy, but this. So I have a plastic bag. So what I like to do is, these are the 2 handles, and I like to split it like just a little bit. Don't split it down in the middle because that's stupid. Don't do that. Just, you know, split it a little bit. This is my little split. So when I put it on my head, I can tie it in the back. Make sure all my hair is tucked in, and I can tie it. And voila. 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 That is how you deep condition. So I'm probably gonna leave this on for about an hour. I'm gonna leave this on for about an hour, and then I'm gonna come back after I have washed it out, and I will show y'all how I do my braid out. I got a lot of questions about this braid out, so I'm excited to show y'all because I didn't do nothing special. But stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. Hi guys, I am back. I have freshly washed and deep conditioned my hair this morning. I'm gonna show you guys how I do my braid outs, like my super juicy braid outs from my first video, the spring has sprung video. That was a braid out, and it was like maybe like 2 weeks old. I think it was 2 weeks old, but I'm not sure because it's quarantine. I don't even know what today is. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I do that step by step. Ooh, child. Okay, so first you want to start off on freshly washed and conditioned hair. Like, that's the best way to get like a really good braid out. Like, honestly, you could do it on old hair. I always do my braid outs on old hair sometimes, but I always start off the braid out with freshly hair, and then I probably comb it out and do the braid out again. So what I like to do first, I like to start off with sectioning my hair. So you do it this way first, and then this way. This is a section. So I have my hair ties. I got my hair ties. That's one section. So for me, the back of my head, y'all, the back of my head. Well, let me tell y'all. Short story, I had an undercut. So literally, like, maybe this much of my hair. So like all this part, gone. It's gone. I cut it off. I couldn't do it no more. But now that it's grown back, honestly, it's like more manageable. I can manage it a lot better now. But it was hard out here, y'all. I had to cut that off. That had to go. It just seemed like it was so thick. And then, like, at the time, I had this job that I had to wake up super early to go to. And I'm just like, you know what? I can't keep doing this hair. Okay. So, this is how I usually start my braid outs. So, I started off with my 4 sections. There's always one that's down because that's the one I'm working on. And then from there, I section off a small section in the back. And you do not need to use a comb. I don't use a comb for the back of my head. So like for these 2 sections in the back, I do not use a comb. So this is usually my little small section. I'm gonna turn around so y'all can see. So this is usually just like my little small section that I start off with. This right here. Make sure that y'all can see it. Make sure you're using a clip to put this up. Okay, so from here, what I do first is I am using the Yale Organics Rosemary Strengthening Scalp Oil. This is in almost every store, y'all. This brand, when I first started using it, it used to be so hard to find. Not hard, but I used to have to order it offline. So what I do with that is I just put a little bit on my scalp, and I kind of just work it in there. Just kind of massage my scalp with it. And you want to make sure that you are just kind of rubbing your scalp to stimulate hair growth and circulation. And then I just kind of pull it down a little bit just so I can get to my roots. Work it through my hair. I don't like to use a bunch of it because I don't want my hair to be greasy. I just washed it. I want it to be nice and clean. So, look how long it's getting. It's getting so long. Finally. So the next product that I'm going to be using is the Yale Organics Pomegranate Honey Twisting Souffle. And it looks like this. So you're gonna get a little section, and this is how the product looks. So this is how it looks. It's like, y'all see that? And what I usually do is I just kind of rub it on my hands, and I just work it through my hair. Just work it through, work it through, work it through. I like to make sure it is very saturated, because like I said, I usually keep this up for like a week, and then I take it down and I keep it up for another week. So basically like a 2-week hairstyle. So I always try to make sure I'm really getting to those strands. Like, look at that. Look at those curls popping out, and I moisturized them. Popping. Popping. Look at them. Okay. So now that that is done, all I do is sometimes I even spray a little more water. Make sure that that section is still a little damp. Get it nice and damp still. Okay. Then from that section, I separate it into 2 sections. So now I got my 2 sections. Once you get those 2 sections, you want to 2-strand twist it. So you just want to twist it up. And probably like halfway through. So this is like, not halfway through, but like maybe like I'm almost done. I'm almost to the end. You see this little piece in my end? I use some Eco Styler. So this is the Eco Styler that I'm using. I use some Eco Styler. Get your Eco Styler, you dip. And I use literally like a finger dip. A finger dip. I'm going to show y'all a finger dip. Don't use a glob. This is a finger dip. A finger dip. And I just do this. I make sure it's like all on my ends. And this is what's going to make my ends stay. So like they gonna just curl up on their own, and then that way my hair is not unraveling throughout the week. And then I take the end and I twist it around my finger, and voila, you have a braid, a nicely moisturized and oil up braid. So I'm gonna do that for the rest of the back, and then we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about this front. We have to talk about the front because the front is the neater section. So let's get it. Also, I just keep on doing those small sections. So just wanted to make sure I keep showing y'all the sections of my hair. This is the section. I keep doing those small sections. So, and then you just use your product and just work it through, work it through, work it through. Okay, so for sections like this, that's clearly not curling up at the end, that's my heat damage section. So I use like a small perm rod. You can get these at your local beauty supply store. And I just kind of wrap that around and I stop like halfway. And this is what's gonna make this curl meet up with these curls and not be like down here somewhere. So for any like of my stringy sections, that's what you'll see me doing because it's typically like where I get my sew-ins at. So right here or right here and like right here. So like more so between the middle and the top of my head. So that's what you'll see me doing. Now that I am done with the back of my head, I got a couple perm rods back there, freshly oiled and everything. I'm gonna show y'all how I do the front. So I'm very particular about the front of my head, just because that is the section that I style a lot. So I'll do like a half up, half down. I'll do like 2 ponies, you know, like different type of little styles. So I am very particular about the front. So for the front, I actually use a comb. So I usually just, so this is literally what I do. And I just kind of section it off like that as I go. So it's similar to the back where it's just like random sections, but I like to make sure they're neat. So if I do decide to do something with my hair later on, like I can style it and it's just not some curls. Because I like to have a structured braid out. I like to stretch this braid out as long as I can, literally. Like, I'll be keeping this thing up for a while. So, same method as the back. You just want to oil your scalp. I really like to put the oil in my hair. So I get it in there. And then I just kind of go in it. I do this for like a little minute just to make sure those oils are in my hair. So you want to make sure you are moisturizing your hair with your twisting souffle as you go. So I like to really get it in there like I did the back. And then I like to comb it out just because I've been sitting here for a while and I know my hair has probably been getting dry. You just saw me spray a little water on it just to keep it moist and wet. And I like to work that product in, especially on my ends. And then from there, I just section it off just like the back. Get that gel, that little one dip. That one dip. Don't double dip the gel, y'all. Well, I don't. My hair is not, it don't need that much gel for it to stay. Okay, so I know that I typically like to do a part maybe like right here. I like to give myself like a clean cut part. So that way when I am doing my styling, I can have like my curls over here and then like these curls fall in maybe like a little clip or like tuck it or just have it wild, you know. It work out, basically. It always works out. I've cut a lot of my heat damage off. I honestly said I was gonna just start wearing wigs because I really want my hair to get back long. So I'm just trying to, you know, figure out my wig methods and stuff. I don't really wear wigs, so I mean, like I've worn a wig, but it was just like one of those little wigs that you buy off AliExpress. I don't know. So I am working on that. I am working on trying to do more with my hair. This looks like one of those sections that need a perm rod. And then I typically use these perm rods in the front of my head and like a little bit toward the middle. But it's typically in the front because that's where the heat damage is at. Okay guys, this is the finished look. So I have my perm rods in on my heat damaged ends, the parts that do not curl properly because they're straight. I moisturize. So what I typically do is I just put my bonnet on, because like I don't want these roller curly things in my face all day. So I just put my bonnet on, and honestly, since we're in quarantine, I'll be keeping this bonnet on for like a couple days. Like if I go somewhere, I'll take the perm rods out and just leave my braids in because it's a protective style. But other than that, I just kind of live how I live. I hope you guys like this look. I now have on my bonnet with my rollies underneath it. So yeah.